Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy, the 22nd episode. So yesterday we had a lot of twists and turns, a lot of crazy zaniness going on, and all that fun stuff. So just a reminder, guys, tomorrow we'll be traveling, so we won't be around. So you guys will have pre-uploaded episodes of Ace Attorney based on our original series from 2019, Turnabout Sisters and Turnabout Samurai. So that's about 7 hours of content tomorrow that will be, what do you, premiere? Pre-upload? I don't know the physical term. It's like a live stream, but you guys won't be able to, you know, we won't be able to interact with you, but you can interact with each other and all that other stuff. So.
Yeah, and it'll be premiering. I mean, maybe when we get a chance we can interact with people.
We'll probably be driving, or we have a lot of stuff we're going to be doing. We're going to see my family, and then we go ice skating on the day where the 6-hour upload is. So Amber found like this really cool place in, I think it's between either New Jersey or Philadelphia, that's like this ice skating place.
Yeah, so. You just have to pay, it's free to ice skate. You just have to pay $3 for ice skates to rent them.
Yep, so it's going to be interesting. Our winter is coming to a close in Pennsylvania, so that's a nice way to kind of close things up.
Wow, thank you Tarks9 for the gifted memberships. Unbelievable. Thank you Tarks9. 10 more gifted memberships. Wow.
We're just going to rename that GIF Tarks9 GIF. But that's 50. So we were on Monstrous Turnabout. What do I even have this named as? Like, what is the name of this? Start from, yeah, this is it. Oh, yeah. We're cross-examining Filch. Is it Filch or Flitch? I never know, like, what is his...
Filch.
It's Filch? It's
he's
Filch.
like filthy.
Filthy Filch. Okay.
Yeah, filthy Filch.
Okay.
Like he's a filthy, rotten thief.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Tarks9. You're breathtaking. Let's see. We've got Mystery Entertainment Mystery ENT was gifted by Tarks9. Elephant Ninja gifted by Tarks9. Nathan Anthony gifted by Tarks9, aka Cozy Big Nate. Hi King Frohan gifted by Tarks9. Cyril gifted by Tarks9. Assassin Gajil gifted by Tarks9. And Prince Genesis gifted by Tarks9. Awesome. Anglo-Saxon gifted by Tarks9. Granddaddy Otaku gifted by Tarks9. Melanie Elrod gifted by Tarks9. Awesome. Thank you so much, Tarks9. You're breathtaking. Thank you so much. And thanks for the super chats earlier today from Key JX, $10 super chat, and also Just 22 super chat. So thank you guys so much for that.
Athena is up.
He busted out of his shackles.
Yeah, what was that all about? I guess they don't make shackles like they used to.
Yeah, what was that all about? Guess they don't make shackles. Ah, darn it! Better be careful, Apollo. Zelda! You've already ripped one bag in half. She's ripped the other bag in half. It's completely gone. That bag we're bringing to Luke's family. You can't tear it in half this time, Zelda. She ripped the other bag completely in half, Luke. It's ripped. It's completely gone. It's in the trash bin now because she tore it in half.
My snowman bag.
She tore the snowman bag in half.
I mean, she has claws.
Thank you, Justo Kenobi, for the super chat. Says happy early birthday, Luke. Hope you have a good one. Yeah. Thank you, Justo Kenobi.
So, I get to spend part of my birthday with you guys. Like, my stream tonight, my birthday stream is a pre-birthday. And then it'll run into the 18th, and then we're leaving.
Yeah, so technically at midnight it will be Luke's birthday.
Yeah. So, it's like I still get to do Carlos's annual birthday stream of Kwings get to play whatever they want on their birthday. But it goes from the 17th into the 18th. And then we'll be back with your regular schedule. Well, not regular schedule. Regular schedule isn't until Tuesday. So you'll have like some type of evening stream with me on the 19th. It'll probably be Batman, though. Or Final Fantasy. I don't know. Final Fantasy needs a lot of love in order to get another stream, though. I think Final Fantasy is currently at 800 views after 24 hours, which is not good. But anyway, Athena time.
Better be careful, Apollo. You've really brought out the samurai in him. Especially after you proved there was a Tenmataro impersonator at the manor.
Oh no! What's with that guy in the whole samurai act anyway? Such a fine swordsmanship. That is no mere act. Mr. Justice, it is high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel. No, wait! Let's have the dueling until after you prove your innocence, Kay? I suppose it could wait till later. Does anyone remember we're conducting a trial here? Nope. Athena, I'm gonna go wash up. I still have 2 minutes left on my break.
Remember that Blackwell said, Apollo, don't be late.
Apollo's gonna be late, foreshadowing. Alright, April 18th, 10:43 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Before it was blown up.
Yep, and we got an...
Now, did everyone make Tinky? I believe our next witness is Mr. Jinxie, Tenma, a maid at the manor.
Thank you so much for the super chats, guys and gals. Appreciate you.
I believe we can now proceed with the witnesses ready, that is.
Nora Hirion, leader of the 100 demons, he really does exist!
Wow.
Wow, that is one well-polished tree.
The witness shall show her face while in court, or her testimony will be inadmissible.
Eek!
What is it, my child?
Begone, Nora Hirion, leader of the 100 demons, begone!
Oh, you think I'm a yokai? Well, I was once known as a judicial monster of sorts.
Oh my god.
What?
Ah, you think I'm a yokai? Well, I was once known as a judicial monster of sorts.
Ah!
Beast of the bar, the demon of the due process, if you will.
Eek! My charm, it has no effect! The demon of due process? Not sure I can see that one.
Now, our little scamp.
Yes?
I trust you know why you're here.
Bags!
Bags? Oh, that tricky tanuki. Try the noodle stand and go enjoy a big bowl of tanuki tail noodles while you're at it. Everyone's a comedian. Yes, I'm back from my break.
No, I meant your bags! The ones under your eyes. You must have trouble sleeping. Here, this charm will keep the Azuki-arai away.
The what? The yokai that washes Azuki beans? The only thing needing washing will be your father's neck before I take his head clean off.
Azuki-arai often keep people up at night with the noise he makes washing beans. But if you stick this charm on your forehead, you won't hear him anymore.
Is that so? Well, thank you.
Looks like Prosecutor Blackwell got more than he bargained for.
They're bad enough alone, but together, well, they're just two plain creepy people.
Yes, creepy indeed. Your testimony, please, Mr. Tenma. I mean, Miss Tenma. Specifically, whether or not you saw Tenmataro when you discovered the crime scene.
Anyone else realize that they're related to the name of the demon? That's kind of creepy.
I think it's kind of cool. Maybe they are related to the actual demon in their bloodline. That'd be kind of cool. Well, I mean, in certain cultures, people believe they were, like, royalty and stuff believe they were related to dragons. In Chinese and I think Japanese culture as well. Like, I thought even in, like, Mayan culture, they thought they were related to, like, fiery serpents or dragons.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Okay. Alright, guys and gals, let's get those likes up. We're about 10 minutes into the stream at 70 likes, so let's try to push for 85 or 90 on the next 15 minutes. Oh, does it even say? Oh, it does not. Who likes next? Whoops. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Jacob.
Hi, Crossfighter. Great to see you. Oh, you like Japanese culture as well? Awesome, Jacob Orion. Very cool.
Japanese culture is fun. All right, what Jinxie saw. Our world is so interesting. There's so many different cultures and so many different people like around the world. Lots of things for us to learn in our lifetime, which is cool. It's very cool to learn about other cultures outside of our own. All right, let's go. Jinxie!
Did I see Tenmataro in the fox chamber?
That's what we're asking you.
Well, when I opened the door, I saw... Yes, now I remember! Yokai! Right there in that room!
So there was yokai at the scene of the crime, huh?
Lots of them!
Wait, more than one yokai? Did Tenmataro happen to be among them?
I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is the room was swimming with yokai. Kasha, Norikabe, Seto, Taisho. They were all there.
Well, this is unexpected turn of events. We've gone from no yokai. We've gone from no yokai to a flood of them.
This is ludicrous. You would have this court listen to this delusional little scamp's testimony? Yeah!
Hold it! Your Honor! I believe her memory is simply clouded by fear.
I mean, there were those yokai statues in the office, remember?
Yeah.
You had the one with the long neck, you had the kappa, and then you had another one.
Technically, there were yokai
Technically,
in there.
there were yokai, that's right.
There were statues of them.
Statues of yokai.
So, in reality, there were a lot of yokai in the room.
Yep.
Especially if you just went in there and looked at it real quick.
Chio's like the nani? That's right, Chio.
But a quick therapy session should ease her mind. With the court's permission, of course.
What a fabulous idea. Please proceed, Miss Sykes.
Are you sure you know what you're doing, Athena?
No idea, Apollo.
Oh, that makes sense.
She's obviously not herself. The trauma of discovering that crime scene and fear of testifying have her dazed and confused. A regular ball of confusion. But my analytical psychology-based approach should be able to help.
Oh, yeah, we haven't actually used her powers yet. She just has her, like, thing open in the courtroom.
And my robot friend.
Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? Shall we let Miss Sykes proceed?
It makes no difference to me. Do as you will, but I doubt we'll get any viable testimony. She'd better be served by bearing witness to the sword skills I forged in a distant land.
I'll show you.
Oh, yeah, I'm up. Yeah, it's the first time we've actually used this since, like, the very first trial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Robot friend, activate!
Oh, wow.
Did I see Tenmataro in the Fox Chamber?
What do they call this thing again? It's a mood stabilizer? What is it called?
I don't remember.
We'll say Psych's power. How's that?
Yeah, psych power.
Athena's power. Wait, how come he won't let what's-his-name use his bracelet, but he'll let her use her fancy computer technology? That makes sense. Why isn't the crow going after, or the hawk going after the girl?
Do you want me to read the super chats we got?
Yeah, real quick.
Alright, so we had a super chat from Jacob Orion. It said, "Happy early birthday, Luke!" With little, awesome, like, little cake and confetti. And Bowman has, thank you so much for the super chat, Jacob Orion. You're breathtaking! Bowman says, "Happy early birthday, Luke. Hope you are having a wonderful birthday tomorrow. You and Amber are breathtaking!" Thank you, Bowman, for being a member for 14 months. You're breathtaking, Bowman. And of course, we remember, thank you again for the early birthday wishes yesterday from Gio. Member for 30 months. Thank you, Gio.
Yep, appreciate it, Gio.
Alright, thank you so much, Jacob Orion, for the super chat, and thanks for the highlighted messages. Bowman and Gio, thank you guys.
Ready?
Okay, yep.
Okay, so...
Did I see Tenmataro in the Fox Chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw... Now I remember. Yes. Yokai right there in the room. I found something. Looks like an out-of-control emotion.
Huh? Athena, what exactly are we looking at here?
Oh, it's one of the widget's functions. Widget. Oh, yeah. Right here, you can see images and emotions extracted from the witness's voice, Apollo.
Huh. Whoa! You mean that little thing can do all this? Pretty cool, huh? And here I thought it was just some kid's toy. Wow.
Unfortunately, all I'm getting is an overflow error right now.
Error.
Did I see Tenmataro in the Fox Chamber? See how sad is brightly lit here at the bottom left.
Yeah.
She's under an uncontrollable amount of distress, which is masking all of her other emotions. It seems the sheer terror she experienced has made her a confused mess.
So... all those yokai she thinks she saw are a product of rampant emotions? Well, some of them we've seen in that room. The tanuki, or that weird... yeah, I think that's supposed to be a tanuki, isn't it? It's the one behind the door.
Yeah, the tanuki,
The cat is the poster on the wall, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe there was. I don't see the lady with the long neck.
Yeah, where's the lady with the long neck?
I don't know.
Huh. So she thinks she saw all these are a product of emotions.
Oh, there was a tea set, so maybe that's the tea yokai.
Maybe she was drugged.
Yes, that's right. Her fear has instilled in her hallucinations and false memories. Yeah, I mean, she could have been... I mean, if she had some of the tea
If she had some of the tea as well, yeah. Alright.
I don't know. She's seeing normal, everyday objects as monsters in her mind, Apollo.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's not. It's a form of schizophrenic hallucination brought on by emotional trauma. And the trauma in Jinxie's case is fear.
So, she was and still is seeing ordinary objects as yokai.
We'll have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before I can treat it. Now, let's see. Apollo, can you point out the yokai on the Wheel of Fire? She seems particularly terrified of that one.
Okay.
Cat. Start by pressing probe.
Probe?
Next, point to what causes Jinxie's out-of-control emotion.
Okay, so probe.
Finally, hit probe again with triangle to try to get to the heart of the matter.
We're probing people now.
Not weird at all.
Probing. Alright.
Come on, Apollo. Aliens do it all the...
Okay, so let's give this a try. We're gonna probe stuff. This is totally legal. Alright, so...
Yokai right there in the room!
You want me to probe this one? It sounds so weird. Alright, probing.
Oh, the cat, I think.
Got it!
Jinxie, what's the name of the yokai on the Wheel of Fire?
The one you're probing there? That's Akasha, a yokai that steals the bodies of the recently deceased.
Why?
I bet it came to steal the alderman's body.
It's almost creepy how well that fits the actual situation.
Exactly. It's a form of hallucination where the patient can't unsee things for what they are, Apollo. There must be something at the scene of the crime that she's mistaking for Akasha. Apollo! You need to point out what she thought was a yokai on the Wheel of Fire!
I think I know the answer now. Jinxie, that wasn't Kasha you saw. Could you have possibly mistaken this for Akasha?
The fox face?
There's a fox thing on the wall.
She said it's on the Wheel of Fire. Would it be that center object in the middle of the wheel?
Huh? Where's there a wheel?
The Wheel of Fire, the chandelier, is where the cat was, right?
The chandelier?
That's what she thought was that cat.
Okay.
I don't know.
Take that!
The light fixture?
This one right here. It has a flame design and is up there on the ceiling. There was never a yokai on a Wheel of Fire. The Kasha you saw was a light fixture.
Eek! Oh, that was a light fixture.
Okay.
That's one memory back to normal. Great job probing that light fixture,
Can
Apollo.
we stop calling it probing? I feel a little uncomfortable. Probe light. Ceiling. Chandelier. I don't know how to spell chandelier. Probe. Hanging light. Okay, here we go. Next one.
The yokai wants to swing on the chandelier.
Okay.
Okay. Now that you've got the hang of it, it should be a cinch to point out the rest.
Jinkies, darn it!
Jinkies, I lost my glasses!
Wrong series. Jinxie, what about this white wall-like monster?
That's Nurikabe! It's a wall monster that blocks your way or leads you astray!
Nope, that's no yokai, Jinxie. It's a folding screen.
Eek!
And this raccoon dog isn't a tanuki monster. It's just the statue of one.
Eek!
And look, these are just coffee cups. And this right there is nothing more than a fox statue.
I don't know what I was thinking!
Her plate broke. And now it's fixed. Noise level 50%.
You did it, Apollo! Her extreme fear is under control now! It was all just my eyes playing tricks on me. There weren't any yokai after all! See? A clear-cut statement. That's the power of my psychology and your intuition, Apollo! And just like we thought, there never really were any yokai in the Fox Chamber.
You guys just approved. Oh, never mind. They're gonna realize they made a flub.
But there were yokai in there.
Right. There never really were any yokai there. So, the defense is asserting the exact opposite of their original assertion.
What? Wait a second.
Wait! Jinxie! What about Tenmataro?
There wasn't anyone there dressed up as Tenmataro or any other yokai either. There were no yokai there. I remember it clearly now. Gotta
Be kidding me!
joking!
And we messed up. What else is new?
Well, we lost the case.
Well, that aged like milk. Order in the court.
I think we just dug our own grave! Huh. Allow me to push you on. In, the least I could do.
Yeah! Apollo, can I interrupt your freak out for just 1 minute? I'm picking up some noise here. It's an unexpected emotion.
Does that mean Jinxie hasn't remembered everything yet?
Exactly. We should be able to get something else out of her, Apollo.
Some more probing.
I'll enter the new information we have and run an update so we can probe the light fixtures some more.
Running new probe.
Did I see Tenmataro in the Fox Chamber?
Okay.
Well, she's doing surprise and sadness.
New emotion.
Well, that was a waste of time, says OH.
Yep.
Yeah, we completely just spent the entire time, like, just proving our own argument.
Hang on, I got something in my arm. Never mind. Ouch. There's so many cuts on my arms. People would think that I've tried to do some things to myself. Just show up in front of people. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, it doesn't look good for you, Luke.
No.
I was so scared when I entered the room. My legs gave out and I fell to the floor. Her legs gave out. There in the Fox Chamber, I saw the alderman dead on the table and Papa collapsed in the chair.
He didn't have his bandages on his head.
Nobody else was there, and that includes Tenmataro!
Why did she specifically say Tenmataro?
Because she was convinced there was no yokai.
Alright, so we're supposed to... How do we probe now? Yes, I enjoy probing.
Let's see.
New emotion.
Let's see, she has sadness.
This seems like an unnatural reaction.
Really? Because I don't see it that way.
Oh no. So it isn't unexpected, given her testimony?
Hello? Is there anyone in there, Apollo? Just not if you can even hear me at this point.
Wait, were we doing a Hello McFly moment and I missed it?
McFly!
Yes, there is someone home, and that someone is gonna try that again. Okay, so there's no penalty.
Did I see Tenmataro in the Fox Chamber? So scared. So scared when I entered the room. My legs gave out and fell to the floor!
But I only see the two emotions, sad and shock. Still seeing sad and shock.
Well, after she said she fell to the floor, what was the emotion after that? What was the one after that? She fell to the floor.
After she fell to the floor.
Yeah, after the third one where she said she fell to the floor, what was the thing after that? No, that wasn't, oh, they're in the Fox Chamber I saw. Oh, I fell to the floor. Well, sounds like that was her most sad point.
So you want me to probe sadness?
Yeah, I think so, because she fell to the floor. She was very upset.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't figure this out.
Simon says sadness.
Okay.
The amount of fear you felt is rather low despite your legs having given out from fright. Could something have lessened your fear?
Oh, her fear was less then. Actually, I did experience a sudden burst of courage at that moment.
You did? Where did it come from?
Let me think. Oh, it was Mama. I suddenly felt as if she was there with me. Okay, I'll enter sudden burst of courage. Now let's see, Apollo. Ah, look! Her courageous face.
That's her courageous face? Okay.
Apollo, the noise is all gone. Jinxie seems to have remembered everything now.
Noise level 0.
I don't understand why she was suddenly courageous, though.
Bye-bye. The probe is done. Can we stop calling it a probe? Feels weird. A sudden burst of courage. Now, where could that have come from? Jinxie, was there something that gave you a sudden burst of courage?
Yes, there was, but,
How much drugs were you on?
Ah! I realized I had done something naughty when I thought about it later. Any idea what could have given Jinxie that courage?
Probably the tea. Ouch. The tea made her very calm or something.
What do we have in the court record?
Well, there is one piece of evidence that comes to mind. I wonder if she saw something like it at the scene of the crime. Jinxie, did your sudden burst of courage have anything to do with this? Sudden burst of courage. Time code.
Oh. Wait, she's from the neighboring town. Wait. Didn't her mom... Was her mom from the neighboring town or no?
I don't know.
I can't remember the different stuff. Can you look... Because didn't we pick that,
Ninetails flower. A flower found only in Ninetails Vale. It boosts Jinxie's courage because it was her mother's favorite. I mean, that literally says boost Jinxie's courage.
So maybe she somehow saw a picture of that flower on the wall or something. I would present the flower just because it says it boosts her courage. I don't know.
Okie doke. Flower power.
I guess we'll find out.
The power of flower courage. Jinxie, you didn't happen to see a Ninetails flower there at the scene, did you?
The demon lawyer strikes again. I can't hide anything from you. Horned demon lawyer.
Whatever.
I found a small case with a picture of a Ninetails flower on it. I liked it so much and I kept it.
You what? You can't remove evidence from a crime scene?
It gave me courage.
That's right, young lady. Removing evidence is a big no-no. Now, the witness will produce said evidence this instant.
Sorry.
It does seem to be some sort of case. Oh, looks like something slid out. It appears to be a key.
Might I have a look at that, your baldness?
Oh!
Uh-oh, his bird is over there.
Huh. Ah.
This is none other than the master key to the manor.
Are you certain of this, Prosecutor Blackwell?
It matches the serial number of the key that went missing after the murder. A master key? That went missing? Why don't I like the sound of that? Our little scamp here has stumbled upon an article of unimaginable consequence. That's a little melodramatic, don't you think? Huh. Heed these words, for I shall say them but once. The sole key to the fox chamber has been in this little scamp's constant possession. Ergo, she was the sole person who could use it before, during, and after the murder, which leaves the master key as the only key that could have opened the chamber. But this master key was found in the room that had been locked by this girl. And your point is? Until Jinxie opened the fox chamber with her key, the room had been locked tight from the outside world, and there was no one else in there save the victim and his killer. I trust you figured it out for yourself by now. A killer other than the Mayor Tenma himself would be utterly inconceivable. No! Uh-oh.
I don't understand. Just because she was holding that key, why does that mean her dad was a murderer?
I don't understand.
Objection! How could this happen?
How's that an objection?
Ah!
The defense's assistant will refrain from growling her frustrations.
Athena, you alright?
I know Mayor Tenma's innocent, but there's nothing we can do, Apollo!
This sucks royally. Huh, Sykes Dono, allow me to put you out of your misery.
Can I decline your offer?
Abandon your client and your misplaced faith in him. Let the relief of a clear head and clean conscience come rushing in. That will make the inevitable guilty verdict far easier to accept. Great, now he's playing Simon Says with us. Well, he's not gonna fool us with his stupid mind games. Athena, don't fall for his tricks.
Now I'm the one who's dazed and confused. I can't even think straight.
Hey, are you alright? She fell right into his trap. Huh. Now I suggest you make a mad dash for the courtroom into the wild blue yonder. Only by running shall your mind be cleared and your conscience cleared.
Alright, I'll be back in 10!
Hold on! Stay with me, Athena.
Huh?
Don't let yourself be twisted by that samurai.
Apollo!
Mr. Justice, I heard the words objection, but what is it you object to?
Huh? Oh, right! That objection was more of a reflex than anything else. I thought I was hoping something would... although I was hoping something would come to me while I was trying to stop Athena.
The court is waiting, Mr. Justice, though as it stands now, I'll be forced to declare your client guilty and your legal skills suspect, if this is it. Now, do you have anything that could overrun the prosecution's case?
Well, actually, I do! I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
Apollo? You have something more than your cords of steel, don't you?
Not really, but we'll be fine.
But...
We're just gonna bluff the way, Phoenix Wright does.
Oh, yeah.
I've got absolutely nothing, but it's never stopped me before.
Yeah, that's right!
I have to explain how the real killer could have escaped that locker room, because it's all over if I don't.
Apollo, this calls for a new approach! Try to think outside the box!
Or in this case, inside the box. And what a doozy that locked room is, too.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have anything that can counter the prosecution's argument?
You bet I do! The real killer must have escaped from the locked room one way or another.
Vague conjecture shall only earn you a taste of my blade, Justice Dono.
Someone take that away from him. Time to do or die, literally.
The defense will now explain how it would be possible to escape the locked room.
You sure about this, Apollo? Can you really explain what happened?
Nope. I'm fine, probably. We just need to think this whole escaping a locked room thing over from the beginning. So, let's see. If the killer had escaped, how could they have done so?
The choices are pretty limited.
No, they're not. There's an air vent.
The room has a window, but...
They have to go through everything, though.
it doesn't open wide enough for anyone to get through. And there's a sheer cliff outside. As for the air vent, it's up too high. And there's nothing you could stand on to reach it. And needless to say, the Forbidden Chamber wouldn't open no matter what we did. So that's out.
Yeah, that's why we gotta keep the solution simple. Like they say, simple is best. We need to rule out all of the absolutely impossible escape routes. Then whatever's left just might lead us to how the Fox Chamber was compromised. Your Honor, the defense Your Honor, the defense proposes that the killer escaped through here.
I mean...
I would have to say the air duct.
Yeah, I mean... yeah, I would say the air duct as well. I mean, that's the only explanation. They can't get out the window. The
doors are locked.
The door was locked. And they can't get out the window clearly unless they were an inch small. Like an inch high. Like Thumbelina. There's no way you could actually get out the window. Unless...
They said the Forbidden Chamber was locked.
Unless you actually unhinged the window, unscrewed it, and then somehow screwed it back
There's
in.
no reason to save because, like, we only have one penalty. It's not like this is a major penalty.
I'm gonna say air duct, because that's the only way.
I'm gonna try the Fox Chamber.
What's the Fox Chamber?
It's a whole nother room right here that they could have hidden in, and then when she opened the door, they could have come out in costume.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna try that.
Take that!
And just how did the killer escape through there, Mr. Justice? Your reasoning skills seem quite questionable as you proposed escape route.
Ah! I wish I could escape right now!
I'm afraid there's no escaping a penalty for your random guessing.
Okay, so it's not the Fox Chamber. Could I try that one again? The defense proposes that the killer escaped through here.
Well, I guess we'll have to try the ear duct then.
Okay, this time we should save, because that was one penalty. So we're gonna save. Okay. So Amber wants to try the air duct. We're gonna do that.
I'm saying air duct.
Take that!
The hallway door? Well, yes, I suppose that would be the only way out.
But I clicked on the air duct. Huh. It would appear you've already forgotten. The only available key until Jinxie came on the scene was within the locked door. How would one exit the Fox Chamber and then lock it without a key, I should have seen this coming.
Remember, Apollo, keep it simple.
Simple, right? I could understand if the killer had exited the room with the key, but...
Well, Mr. Justice, the prosecution has some fine Japanese steel waiting unless you explain yourself quickly.
I'm fine! I can explain myself. The reason the Fox Chamber's hallway door was locked was because...
Let's see. Why was it locked?
We have
The
three
reason
options.
the Fox Chamber's hallway door was locked because... I think someone must have locked it from the outside because they couldn't get out of it. It couldn't have locked on its own. I don't think Tenmo locked it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say they'll... Yeah, I think someone locked it from the outside.
How are there 4 water bottles now? There were 2.
This one is two. And this one...
Okay, so those ones need to be emptied out then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that on the break because they're multiplying. All right. What if the room was locked from the outside? In other words, the killer took the key through the hallway door and youch! Consider this. The master key was found inside the tightly locked Fox Chamber. Any assertion that the key was removed from that room is a blatant contradiction.
Exiting the room before locking the door would require taking the key outside, Apollo. But the key was found inside the room, which does seem like a contradiction.
If only we could explain both. Like how the key would be inside the room and be used to lock the door from the outside.
Well, let's see if the defense can respond before Prosecutor Blackquill draws his sword. How could the master key be at the crime scene despite the room being locked right away?
Changed the lock, slipped it through the door when it was open, threw it from outside?
Threw it from outside the room, so either from any entrance into the room, from one of the doors, from the air duct, or from the window outside. Slipped it when the door was open. That doesn't make any sense, because how could you slip it in when... But because we already changed the lock. No one changed the lock. I'm gonna say somebody threw it in, like, from an
Threw it from the outside is what you think?
Like, they locked it from the outside, and then they threw the key into the room after they locked it. I'm thinking.
So what option would that be?
The second one. Threw it in from the outside.
So the threw it option. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Because then, I mean... I don't know. I don't really understand what's happening, actually. I'm not altogether sure what's going on.
Alright, so this is a guess.
Yeah, I'm just guessing. Threw it in from the outside because, I mean, we think that... Because...
Alright.
I don't know. It's for some reason they were saying that nobody could get out of the room or it was locked.
Okay, threw it from the outside. Okay, there we go. What if someone threw it in the room from outside? You know, something like go out the hallway door, lock the door, and then toss the key back in through the window? That would explain how the master key could be fit inside the locked room.
Didn't they say the
And where would you throw it from? There's a cliff outside the Fox Chamber's window, and throwing the key from there is an impossibility. Oh, right. Ah!
I wonder if the key could have been tossed in from somewhere other than a window, Apollo.
Somewhere other than the window?
What?
Could the key been tossed in through somewhere other than the window? The air duct, maybe? But how in the world would that work?
I mean, that's the only other thing you could toss it in from.
Alright, air duct.
Take that!
The air vent? Yes, the window may be out of the question, but the air vent's not.
Oh, that's right! The Fox Chamber's air duct leads out into the hallway!
Yeah, but it bends. That's right. The real killer entered the air duct from the vent outside the Fox Chamber, then dropped the key into the room through the vent inside the chamber. Hooah!
Whoa.
That's preposterous.
Oh, that explains how the key got in there after it was used to lock the door perfectly.
Mr. Justice, I'm afraid I'm a bit confused.
So are we all.
Wait, so the door can only lock from the outside?
Don't worry, I'm gonna explain it for everyone who made this guess. I'll explain it even as you... Don't worry, I'll explain it so even Your Honor can understand. Thank you!
I appreciate that.
First, the real killer disguised as Tenmataro murdered the Elder Man in the Fox Chamber. Then, he fled the room through the hallway door and locked it. Next, they entered the duct from the vent outside the hallway. Finally, the killer tossed the key into the room through the air vent in the ceiling. All that was left to do was to go back through the duct and flee the manor.
Why would they do all that?
Well, Your Honor, could that be any clearer? But how could they jump all the way up to the air duct?
So he killed the person, went out the door, locked the door from the outside,
Oh, that's
then
so
went
confusing.
back into the air duct, then dropped it. Why would he drop the key in there, though?
To frame the guy. I don't know.
If he had the key... Wait, if they had the key, supposedly they could get out of there, but...
Well, Your Honor, could that be any clearer?
Amazing! Even I could follow that.
The judge seems really pleased, Apollo.
Yes, I didn't have to think too hard.
That explains everything. The real killer was someone dressed like Tenmataro, and there was someone else other than the mayor and the Elder Man in that room.
Hey, it looks like that lawyer was beating the jailbird prosecutor. Whoa, that was a total turnabout.
Wow, the masked forehead seems like so much use.
More attractive is what she said.
Oh, more attractive now.
Order, I say.
Now that I've proved the third possible... Now that I've proved a third... Now that I've proved a possible third party, I don't see how our client could be guilty.
Silence.
That's not an objection.
A valiant effort, Justice Dono, but your final thrust missed its mark. Huh? Both that little scamp and the trickster Tanuki saw the yokai after it left the room. But then what? Did that irksome yokai simply go through the foyer and waltz right out the front door? That's exactly what happened. The killer fled from the... Youch! That's impossible. Without being spotted by the foyer's security camera. I knew that was going to come back.
Wait, what? Security camera.
The electric eye here would have captured any pesky little yokai trying to escape. However, there's no sign of Tenmataro anywhere in the security footage. What? Except for the foyer entrance, there's no other way to flee the manor, is there? I don't feel so good.
Hold it! Wait! I believe there is one other way to escape besides the foyer entrance. There's a large window in the foyer. It's possible to escape through there without being seen by the security camera.
Hey, you're right!
Silence.
Huh. Must I point out every crucial detail to the defense? It seems you lack not only brains, but investigative powers instead. Wah! There's a cliff outside the manor. The only killer escaping that way would be a dead one.
No!
Wait, so the killer didn't escape out the foyer window? What the heck, right? Huh. I suppose your next proposer is the killer sprouted wings and flew off into the sunset. That would mean the killer really was a yokai.
If only we had some sort of evidence that could point to a flying killer!
Who's to say we don't? As completely far-fetched as it might be, we have that newspaper.
What? You're saying you could prove that the killer could fly, Apollo?
Yep. Whoa, I thought I was the one with the cords of steel.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this one. This case is getting stranger by the minute.
Your Honor.
What evidence do you have that the killer flew away?
We have a newspaper of a flying man.
Take that.
Take a look at this special edition paper. Tenmataro, Real or Flight of Fancy. What does this article prove? Oh, bleh. I'm having an off day.
Tenmataro, Real or Flight of Fancy. What does this article prove, Mr. Justice, besides you're a crazy person?
The photo in the article was taken shortly after the murder. Maybe the yokai in the photo is the killer shortly after they fled out the window?
Mr. Justice, you're not seriously suggesting...
Oh, I'm serious. I mean, it all adds up. The killer disguised as Tenmataro flew away, you know, by some way or another.
Silence.
This is ridiculous. Is your brain that has flown the coop there, lawyer? That image is not but trick photography, or some other form of artifice. Okay, then, how about Tenmataro figure Mr. Filchsaw just vanished into thin air? No, there's a rational common sense explanation for that. That infernal yokai, our trickster Tanuki, witness never reached the entrance. He, or should I say, she, turned back before the camera's electric eye. She? I don't like where this is going one bit. Now, the fact we know the yokai had come from the Fox Chamber means that it was likely either the mayor or his daughter, Jinxie. However, we know that the mayor was already unconscious at the time. Uh-oh. Not good. Not good at all. Do you understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono? The falsified yokai remnants. And the appearance of the Tenmataro were the work of one individual. And that individual is none other than Jinxie! Oh crap!
What? Why would it be Jinxie? Why would it be Jinxie? Doesn't make any sense.
Ah! No, 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 no! Ora!
Wow. Why would he accuse her of that?
Well, this is crazy. The defense will stop competing for the greatest freakout ever.
Huh. The little scamp was no doubt simply trying to protect her father. And it's no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade.
Prosecutor Blackwell's assertion makes perfect sense to me. It is far more convincing than saying the killer escaped by flying out the window.
Oh my god.
Did you truly believe this could end any other way?
Wow.
Did we fail right into his trap? We fall right into his trap?
What do we do now, Apollo?
I mean, isn't Jinxie still on the stand? Our case no longer stands without a real yokai. If only we had one. Bailiff, seize her. It's time I interrogated her as the samurai of your wood. Now who's holding it?
Well, he's protecting his daughter.
Mayor Tenma! Huh. This farce is over. How does it feel seeing your own daughter accused of a cover-up most foul?
He's a jerk.
Tenma Taro's true identity is... Now, Mr. Mayor, it would be futile at this point to claim you were the yokai. After all, you had been knocked out cold by a blow to the skull. Slipping into a yokai costume and roaming about the manor would all be but impossible. Consider this well. As it stands, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. But if you confess, the prosecution will be willing to overlook her little yokai farce.
Confess? The defendant intends to confess?
Wait!
Apollo! Prosecutor Blackwell's up to his mind games again!
Mayor Tenma, no! Don't fall for his twisted words! If you were sent away for murder, Jinxie will be left all alone! The real killer is...
Mayor Tenma's gonna confess to this! We do something!
But I can't prove how the real killer could have flown away!
Caw-caw! Look upon me in despair, for ripe is the time for my return!
Huh? Uh-oh. I should watch what I wish for. He's pretending to be possessed? What? No. This is dumb.
This is happening, Luke.
This is happening.
This is what's happening. He just took off the guard on his face that keeps the demons away.
Caw-caw.
It got ripped out, so now his demon nature is coming out.
Okay.
Nothing can stop it at this point.
Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Foolish mortals!
Ah!
I am Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek!
Mayor Tenma.
Silence! I am Tenma Taro, feared from the bonds, freed from my bonds holding me in the Forbidden Chamber. Behold the return of the Demon King!
Oh no, it's the Demon King!
What the?
Demon King?
Well then, I think it's time for me to, take a vacation!
Yeah, he's gonna kill us all. Watch out.
What?
The witness will, he'll explain himself. Are you saying you're Tenma Taro, the yokai we've been chasing this whole time? Indeed, it is I, Tenma Taro, the one whom you seek, come to reveal the truth. This child is Tenma Taro, you say? Ha! What nonsense!
So, Mayor Tenma, are you a yokai now?
Caw-caw! His body is now mine. So you're saying that Mayor Tenma is being possessed by you?
Thank you very much for the super chat, Tarks.
Wow! Oh my gosh! Thank you, Tarks! Whoa. Oh, wow. Well, that's all. Do you want me to do top donator again?
Because he did gifted memberships as well? Okay, sure. Day number 2 of Tarks being the top donator of the day. Wow.
Thank you, Tarks. You're breathtaking. Thank you so much.
So you're saying that Mayor Tenma is being possessed by you? And that the yokai that Jinxie Tenma and Phineas Filch saw? And the one that captured in the newspaper photo? They were all you? The accursed power of these warding charms prevents me from revealing my true form.
Oh my gosh.
Your baldness.
Can this not be interrupted as an admission of guilt? Interpreted?
Well, a confession by a yokai would be quite unprecedented.
Be that as it may, the defense's case has been overturned. Huh? Ah! You claim the yokai that little scamp saw was some third party, the true killer. The one who escaped from the locked fox chamber, but it was the accused all along. Huh? Huh, ironic, is it not? Your yokai turned out to be real in a manner of speaking. For the Elder Man's killer is none other than Mayor Tenma. And the yokai at the scene? That too was Mayor Tenma, should I say, our dear Tenma Taro. The pieces have all fallen into place. How so, Prosecutor Blackwell? It seems I must spell it out for you. Mayor Tenma killed the Elder Man in the Fox Chamber, which was locked at the time. Then removed the warding charms from the Forbidden Chamber door. But then fell unconscious from the blow the Elder Man had delivered to his head. And that's when his daughter Jinxie Tenma stumbled on the scene of the crime. The little scamp fled in terror, whereupon the spirit of Tenma Taro, freed at last from the charm's warding effect, took possession of the mayor. The newly freed Tenma Taro then fled from the Fox Chamber. So you see, the yokai Jinxie Tenma saw was her father possessed by Tenma Taro.
Objection!
This is crazy! But when we arrived at the scene, the mayor was found unconscious. How's that possible if he's supposed to have flown out the foyer window? Then what? Do you even have to say the maid of the manor was Tenma Taro? Oh.
Caw! That too is easily explained. Flew about for a time, did I? But presently tired, I made for the Forbidden Chamber. But alas, exhaustion took me unawares in the Fox Chamber, and I knew no more.
It would seem the pieces are still in place. Is Blackwell up to his tricks again?
I have no idea what's going on. Is the defendant a real live...
So the rumors about Mayor Tenma is true?
I knew yokai were real!
He really did kill the alderman? Just so he could release Tenma Taro? Wow.
Order! Order!
Now he's got everyone in the courtroom believing in yokai!
Oh boy. It's Simon Says on Ask...
You mean on drugs, Apollo?
It's a type of drugs. It's Simon Says on steroids.
Does it really matter what kind?
We're all on acid. Anyway. He wants to convict our client anyway. He can, even if it means blaming a yokai.
Proverbial Apollo?
Right, but I'm not Apollo.
Oh, right! Proverbial Mr. Blackwell?
The proverbial ducks are all in a row. You should now have no qualms about finding the accused guilty, Your Baldness.
This is one for the books, definitely. The most bizarre case in my entire career. Otherworldly, in fact. Except for that one time with the woman who was possessed. That was also interesting. Can yokai even be prosecuted under our legal system?
Objection!
Mayor Tenma is just pretending to be Tenma Taro to protect his daughter. Plus, I already proved how a third party could have escaped from the locked room. A verdict at this point would be premature.
Since both sides have raised valid points, I have no choice but to...
Silence.
This is dark age of law where defense attorneys are not to be trusted. This is but a ploy to gain time for them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight? Knowing you will not let the sun rise on the mayor's day of reckoning, Justice Dono.
Objection!
I won't fabricate any evidence.
Silence.
Then prove it by joining me. A night in the clink will ensure you'll not succumb to... A night in the clink will ensure you will not succumb to temptation. How about I just promise not to succumb to anything? We have both evidence and a confession. The killer is this yokai before us. It's beyond dispute. A guilty verdict is all but... What's wrong with him?
Prosecutor Blackwell, we've had enough of your hijinks. The foundation of justice is fair play, and you are in serious violation of that.
What in the devil was that? Fulbright, have you been tampered with my shackles in some manner?
Ha 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 ha! It seems you found that quite shocking. It's my special jolt of justice device. Each press is a shocking reminder to behave.
You'll pay for this.
I, Simon Blackwell. Your Honor, you need not fear now. I believe Prosecutor Blackwell will remain on his best behavior.
A bit late with the reassurances, aren't we?
Yep, this is definitely the strangest case. This concludes today's deliberations. The prosecution and defense will use this opportunity to further investigate. This court is adjourned. I need to go and do something to get my mind straight. Well then.
Weird. I still say the one where what's her name was possessed with a ghost or something like that was definitely the weirdest one.
Oh yeah.
What was her name?
Maya was possessed with
Dahlia.
a ghost. Oh yeah, Dahlia.
Dahlia, yeah. That's it, Dahlia.
Dahlia was possessed, but also Maya, because of her shrine maiden and stuff, she was possessed in one too. But not during court though.
Yeah. All right. Wow, they're still milking this. Okay. Investigation day, let's go.
I don't know what's happening at all.
Caw. Yokai are real.
Yeah, pretty much. That was hilarious that his daughter was not was about to be like harassed by that jerk Blackwell, interrogated by her, so he was like, nope, not having it. Protecting my daughter. So then he pretended to be the yokai.
I mean, he looks scary. He figured, why not? Alright.
Yeah, everyone already accuses him of being scary, so it's like, well, might as well give them what they want.
Alright, Write Anything Agency the next day.
Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented, to say the least.
I am Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon?
Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit, Apollo.
Wait, what about the investigation?
Back! Ah! Whoa, Trucy, welcome back. Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work. Yep, I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick.
I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape.
And whoever did that was Tenma Taro. Was the Tenma Taro that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw.
Right, maybe there's some evidence in the air duct.
The real fight starts right now. Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear. 3, 2, 1! Ta-da!
Unnecessary evidence has been disappeared into Trucy's magic panties. And wonder where all that stuff goes.
Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vamonos, Apollo! Vamonos!
Okay, well, scene of the crime.
April 18th, QB Manor, Fox
How in the world would they get up to the air vent without moving the furniture?
Well, I thought they don't need to get up there. They could have just dropped the key. I don't know. Oh yeah, they should have escaped through the air vent. That's right. Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct?
Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so...
Wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial.
Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp, so it'll probably take a while for him to recover.
I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. We have work to do! Let's go get the evidence we need, Apollo!
The air duct is the key. We know that Tenma Taro's impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the elder man, the killer left the fox chamber through the hallway door.
Oh, they used the hallway.
Then after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the fox chamber through the air vent here. Then went back through the air duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created.
If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there.
Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up.
Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting!
How nice of her to volunteer me for the job.
You're
Right.
welcome?
Air vent. Hang on. I'm writing air vent. 110. 15. Air vent. Okay. Wow, it's like pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. There's a thick layer of dust in here.
Oh no.
Oh. I don't get it.
Find anything up there, Apollo? Yikes! Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust!
Yeah, dust. Lots of dust.
So, what did you find?
You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time?
Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office.
Right. You'd think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail?
I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting no one's gone through that duct lately then, Apollo?
Kinda looks that way. If that's true, Mayor Tenma's gonna be fingered as the killer.
But...
If we don't turn things around quickly...
In justice we trust!
Ah!
Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. In my sense of justice, that has prevailed.
Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden.
Oh, and I'm back to my old devastated self.
Oh, come on, where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man, bring it on!
Let me suffer in peace, please.
Ha 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 ha! Justice prevails once more.
It's not over yet, and besides, kicking someone when they're down is what bad guys do!
Ah! Are you calling me a bad guy? Me, Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice?
Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here!
Information about the investigation? Ah! Alright. But I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again! Understood?
Okay, we did it, Apollo! I yelled at him!
Yeah, but how long can we keep this up?
All day! I can!
Now our entire thing about going through the air duct is
Oopsies.
up in smoke. Like, how in the world is he even able to investigate the air duct, though? Oh well.
Yeah, like, how did he couldn't, he should have brought a flashlight in there.
Yeah, flashlight.
Like, he couldn't see anything. We didn't get any information.
Nope.
I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low! I mean, to pinning the blame on a yokai? He really wants a conviction at all costs!
No!
She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad.
Yes, well, I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak.
I doubt that'll teach him anything.
Yeah, he'll probably just write Dotard 1,000 times.
That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect her father, the real killer.
Yeah, right! I'd like to see him prove it!
Whoa, calm down. He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside the manor.
What?
Wait, isn't that the staff that Tenma Taro was supposedly carrying?
The one and only. Miss Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
No.
No way! What about the prince?
Nope, no prints. But if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway.
Well, prince or no prince, it's not gonna work in your favor. In our favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. But if that's the case, then where in the mansion did Tenma Taro get it from? The Amazing Ninetales. Did the Prosecutor Blackwell figure out that the victim was the Amazing Ninetales?
He did indeed. He's a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger and the victim's past. The Amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. And the mayor, Damien Tenma, is the corrupt politician who murdered the great hero. The Amazing Ninetales fans are so angry, they even tried to storm the detention center.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestler hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened.
Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the Amazing Ninetales?
Oh, yeah. A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate.
We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison!
What? No! Did you forget that the Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but our client?
Oh, yeah! Oops.
You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history.
Yay!
I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of the figure 4 leg lock.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what he said. Figure 4 leg lock.
Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any other new developments we should know?
Now that you mention it, our suspect is suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something.
He did? What'd he say?
He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words were, "I'm under no obligation to speak with you mortals," and other things of that nature.
I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered.
Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell is busy questioning him. I know! Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? Ha 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 ha!
What now, Apollo?
How about regrouping back at the agency?
Good idea! We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there!
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that.
The way his hair is connected to the hair of the Ninetales, it makes him look like he is Ninetales right now. Like, his hair is literally connected to the fur on the Ninetales.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like he is the new Ninetales. Maybe he killed him.
No. I don't think so.
Oh, right. We already saw the murder at the beginning. I forgot.
You already saw the guy who killed it. Yeah, the guy who killed him is that weird freaky dude.
The Clown Man.
Clown makeup man, yeah.
April 18th, Wright Agency.
Well, maybe I'll go read over some past cases.
And I'll go do some research on exorcisms. Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out.
How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of the cliff and the only way is down.
In other words, business as usual, right, Apollo?
Yep, I suppose so. Except this time it's like we are bound and gagged, too.
Oh, that's fun. Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up also. Oh, and monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds kind of rough.
Hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here, too.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Hey, how goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena?
I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before.
Oh, really? What happened? Alright, Phoenix Wright. Alright, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix is like, I feel great because I've got my new suit on. Well, so they made Phoenix look a little bit older.
He is older.
Oh.
He is older. He's like 34 or 35 here. And be careful, your little foot is right next to the electricity. Okay. Alright. Our defense. I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, to say the least. I know. I never had to defend a yokai before. That business about the locked room was another major hurdle.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice!
But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped that locked room. Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news.
How are we going to get out of this one?
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Force a smile?
Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning the trade. She also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck. Return to the basics? That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. The basics. Always believe in your client, huh? You and Athena. So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe. Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before? Yeah, I went there a few times to study various legal systems over there. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law. I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so... Oh, I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then.
It was like fate brought us together. It's all thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all.
Yeah, I knew she was a lawyer material from the moment I met her. And I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions.
Aw, it's nothing special.
Maybe I've underestimated that analytical, philosophical stuff too.
It's just I thought if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I had to do everything in my power to bring it into the courtroom. And that's when I really started hitting the books hard. Ow!
I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer, actually. And at a tender age of 18, no less. Wow, that's almost superhuman. Or personal, like she's trying to help somebody she knows.
All right, I'm totally pumped after talking to you, Mr. Wright.
You guys are still up a creek without a paddle, though.
It's like you said, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Yeah, and don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in my client. Right. Mr. Wright. Yeah. I'm gonna go visit our client again. I think that's a good idea. Alright, time to see what's new down at the detention center. Alright, back to jail. Ace Attorney.
April 18th, detention center, visitor's room.
Visit the yokai. The Phoenix being the mentor guy. Yep. Alright, here we go.
Mayor Tenma, we wanted to talk to you about something. We wanted to talk to you about... Ah!
Caw! So my minions have returned.
Ah! Apollo! He still thinks he's a yokai!
I wonder if we'll be able to talk to Mayor Tenma again.
Silence, peddler of legal trade! fear! Free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste!
Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence! I'm starting to wonder if we should be helping him win his freedom at this point.
Still, I can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed. Do you know what I mean?
If you came to clear me of these charges, I shall help in whatever manner I may. Now ask me of what you will.
I suppose it's worth a shot. Feathers and tracks. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing?
Indeed, the remnants of Tenmataro, king of the underworld they be. The day when I once again dominate the mortal world is at hand. Caw-caw!
The prosecution claims the feathers and tracks were planted by Jinxie, sir.
What's this? I must breach these walls and defend my little Jinxie at once.
Huh? Mayor Tenma, is that you?
Well, now, Damien appears to still reside within this body. But I should have expected a much... From a descendant of mine, be silent now, Damien!
I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter.
Aww.
You didn't kill Elderman, did you?
I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstructed. The murderer is not I. For if I had slain the mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed him!
So... You're saying there must have been somebody else there?
Is he trying to grab somebody's heart and squeeze it?
I don't know. Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he'd been clobbered with this statue. I better ask about this too.
Use the Yokai watch, says Tom.
Different game. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me.
Indeed I have. I regurgitated this key but a short while ago. Behold, the key to the Forbidden Chamber!
Whoa, is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too?
I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks! Take the key from the killer, did Damien, whereupon he swallowed it. He sought to bar the killer entry to the Forbidden Chamber.
So he wanted to keep it shut tight?
But no fingerprint shall you find upon that key.
How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then?
Foolish mortal! You would have me, Tenmataro, act as some asinine alchemist? I but asked the jailer, and my will was done, quite eagerly, I must add.
Always an honor to serve your malevolence! Guess I'm not the only one he scares the living daylights out of.
Can we ask how you use this key, Apollo? You couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in our... we couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door, sir. I mean,
Curse that infernal door. But if I'd known its manner of opening long ago, I would have made my return.
He has a point there.
Maybe Jinxie knows something about the whole thing, how it works. Forbidden Chamber key added to the court record. Okay.
Creepy.
Well, I guess that's... Where is she? Is she in jail? I was hoping you'd take a look at this.
An offering to me? Quite admirable. But the best thing you could offer me is to win me my freedom! Caw-caw!
Right, I'll do my best.
What about the... yeah, some other stuff.
I was hoping you'd take a look at this.
Another offering of me, quite admirable. Caw-caw.
Alright, I'll do my best. I was hoping you'd be able to take a look at this.
An offering to me, blah blah blah.
Okay, not it.
What about that thing with blood on it?
What, might I ask, is that?
This statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Tenma over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the murder.
Let me see where Damien knows about such a thing. Yes, something wrapped in just a cloth, does he recall? A secret gift from Elderman, it would seem. He, however, had no chance to see it until now, for the cloth did conceal it.
Maybe the cloth fell or was removed after the mayor was struck?
Of that Damien does not know.
A secret gift. Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it. Should I question him about the blackmail letter too? Let's see what he says if I show it to him. Blackmail letter.
Oh, wow.
Why this? This is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien.
Apparently somebody slipped it into Elderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it, would you?
Caw! You have questions, do you? Very well. Ask away, mortal.
Blackmail letter. Who placed this in Elderman's pocket?
Very few were there who knew the letter was in Damien's briefcase.
So whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is potentially a suspect in its theft and placement in Elderman's pocket.
Could it have been his doing?
Mayor? I mean, Mr. Taro, did you just remember something?
Indeed I did. There was one other who knew of that letter. Damien's aide, Lebelle. Full knowledge of that briefcase contents did that aide possess.
Then he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for.
Whoa!
That is preposterous! He's most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien.
It seems like Mayor Tenma is a bit too trusting of those around him.
Still, this is huge! Now we know who might have slipped that blackmail letter into Elderman's pocket. Look at Lebelle. Look out, Lebelle. Here comes justice.
Let's go find Mr. Lebelle and rake him over the coals, Apollo!
Thanks for your help. You've just given us a major lead. Blackmail letter updated in the court record.
Yeah! There's something that still bothers me, Apollo. If Mr. Lebelle is the killer, what could have motivated him to open the Forbidden Chamber?
We should probably search for clues.
Maybe he's possessed by Tenmatoro! Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't even have a keyhole?
Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help. It looks so weird.
It's cool that his necktie literally burst open like it was wings. That was cool.
Yeah. Okay, it doesn't look like she's here. Oh, okay, we can ask Sykes.
Da 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 da.
Alright. So our real killer is actually that guy, so we know he's that guy because of the intro. Okay. Any ideas?
So the crime scene was locked tight at the time. Oh, this is a tough one, Apollo!
The only people in that locked room were the deceased, the Elderman, and the mayor.
Maybe the killer hid somewhere in that room.
But is there really anywhere to hide in the Fox Chamber? The trial.
That was quite a day in court. The news just can't stop talking about how the demon Tenmatoro made an appearance in court.
There's never an exorcist around when you need one.
Well, I heard the judge actually held an exorcism in his courtroom afterwards.
Good. Let's hope it's... Good. Let's hope it's the last we'll see of that pain in the neck yokai.
I don't know. I have a feeling Tenmatoro could exorcise an exorcist.
As an attorney defending a demon, I know exactly how that feels.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go and talk with,
Let's see, we already went,
she has to be here. We found her. Alright, this is 135.
That one music was fun. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. That was like really catchy.
I mean, Capcom makes catchy music. Hey, isn't that...
You dare imprison me? Jinxie! She's acting really strange. That loathsome, no good Nine-Tails fox. He shall know the terror that is mine. Grr. Ah, you shall pay. You shall pay dearly. All of you.
Jinxie, are you alright?
Yeah! Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Morning, Jinxie.
Good morning. Is it already past noon? And what am I doing here? Last I remember, I lay down to take a nap back at the manor. Oh no! It must have been the Makaru Geishi!
Makaru what?
Ever wake up after a restless night's sleep to find your pillow is in an unusual place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor or in the hallway? Well, it's that Yokai's fault! The Makaru Geishi preys on people while they're asleep!
Sounds like you just need to be tucked in really tight, or maybe snug sleeping bag.
Ah! Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead today? I don't. Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me.
I'd say we had more than an adequate demonstration of that just now.
I better reapply them.
Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you.
Ah, there's something I wanted to tell you, too. I remembered something else.
You did? What was it? What do you remember? Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered?
Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff, but there was one thing I thought was really weird.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What?
It's about the yokai feathers and tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door!
Wait, what? Are you sure?
My memory's crystal clear now.
So you're saying that they were left at the crime scene after you found it?
This could spell major trouble, Apollo!
Why?
Because Jinxie is already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it will totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on.
Oh.
Jinxie's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us, Apollo. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebutting that!
Oh man, this is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Oh boy. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the Forbidden Chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole.
Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear.
A secret mechanism, really?
Uh-huh. It's hidden in the Fox Chamber, but only Alderman QB knew what it was and how it worked.
The Elder Man of the Ninetales sure loved his secrets.
Apollo! Let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism!
Whoa, slow down! There's something else I need to ask about.
Ah!
Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber?
Uh-huh. Even the mayor's master key won't open it! That's because It's a very special room that must never be opened.
Guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. After all, we know Mayor Tenma took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so...
So the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain.
Forbidden Chamber key updated in the court record. Okay, so what's inside the Forbidden Chamber? Besides ghosts.
Probably some evidence about the crime, personally.
How?
Well, I mean, obviously there was a reason why the person... They probably hid something in the chamber. They probably hid... Maybe they hid their yokai costume in there. Maybe they hid the Tenmataro costume in there.
He's not going to let us investigate the chamber.
They said that they didn't... They said that the people said they didn't see anyone who was in the costume of Tenmataro leave. But maybe he kept, whoever killed him, maybe they left his costume in that forbidden chamber, then locked it again. Maybe that's what they did with the alderman. Maybe that's what they did. Maybe they threatened him with the spear and said, open the chamber or else. And then he was the only one who knew how. And then he opened it for them. And then he stabbed him through the heart. And then he went into the chamber, put his costume in the chamber. And like after what's-her-name saw him with the thing, the chamber was already unlocked. Then after she left screaming, then he left all the footprints and blood. Then he put the costume in there. Then he ran out. Then he locked the door. Then he put the key in there.
Okay, that's very confusing, honey.
That's just my take on it. I don't know.
This is her.
Da 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 da.
I guess
Luke,
we have
you didn't present anything to Jinxie.
Yeah, I'm gonna try presenting stuff to Jinxie.
What about
Jinxie just asked something.
what's this? A Tsukomogami?
What?
Tsukomogami? Yokai that inhabits objects that have been used for a really long time. The red demon and the Tsukomogami. What a strange combination.
Is everything to her some supernatural phenomenon? Nope, she doesn't mention anything about the key. So what do you want me to try to present?
I want to know more about the
Statue?
Tenmataro and the fox demon and them wrestling. Alderman QB made that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Ninetails Vale and Tenma Town.
A token of goodwill? But the two yokai are fighting.
Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup portion is missing. Cup portion? The statue originally depicted the two yokai holding up the cup of celebration. Aww. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it?
Maybe it broke after it was used to hit the mayor on the head?
That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew about it really looked like that were the alderman and I. Now it's just me, but it's a symbol of goodwill. Will be forever etched in my mind. Wait.
Fox and demon statue updated in the court record.
She said the only people who knew that were her and the alderman, or the killer would have known that because he would have used it.
So is there anything else we should know about this Jinxie?
No, that's about it.
Oh.
What is it, Jinxie?
My bracelet, it's reacting.
Your manlet?
Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be...
In justice we trust ye. Yikes!
Ghost!
Oh! Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here?
I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has asked me to question her.
Question me? Sorry, not interested.
Are you here to ask about that whole yokai affair?
That's right. Specifically, we want to ask... Ah, but I can't tell you that now, can I? Ha 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 ha.
Oh, come on, please! We're partners in this justice, right?
Oh, no! Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies! In justice we trust!
The Twisted Samurai sure has him on a short leash.
So you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll, then?
Now, come along, Miss Tenma, to the station with you!
He took her away!
Wait, we were supposed to ask her... Oh, never mind. Missed my chance to see what she was lying about.
Yeah. Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism for opening the chamber. Let's go check it out, Apollo!
I just hope they let us in now. I mean, he's gone. There's nobody there.
Oh, maybe there'll be somebody there. Well, April 18th, QB Manor Garden. Oh, the killer!
Oh, what an absolutely fabulous scent. I'm so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest will do. Perhaps I should place one inside for your dearly departed elder man.
Hey, it's Mr. Lebelle. Apollo, let's ask him about you-know-what.
Oh yeah, before we search the Fox Chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter.
Why, if it isn't the mayor's little lawyers. What do you want with me?
There's something we wanted to ask.
Dude.
Where's that ringing coming from?
You'll have to excuse me. Hello, Lebelle here.
What the? Those things on his shoulders are cell phones?
What?
Yes, about that. You must forgive me. This whole matter with the mayor has been a complete nightmare.
Where do you buy clothes like that?
Surprised? This is my own special design. It's the ultimate in functional beauty.
Functional beauty? Are you sure about that? Looks a bit unwieldy to me.
Ah! You simply don't have an eye for beauty.
If having an eye for beauty means looking like this guy, I'd rather be blind.
Full stamp.
So, what do you want with me?
Ask Lebelle questions.
Honestly, like, did he import the carnations while they were in the roots? Like, he imported them from England. They're where now? Japan? Where are they? I don't even know what country we're in. But, like, he imported them. They're obviously going, like, overnight or a couple days. I mean, flowers aren't going to last that long in the mail. Are you importing them in the dirt? Are they with the roots? What's happening? I need to know more about that.
Okay, alright.
Did you see Tenmataro?
Both Jinxie and Mr. Filch said they saw Tenmataro. But what about you, Mr. Lebelle? If you were in the foyer, why didn't you... Ah!
That's mean.
Very well, I admit it. That's right. I, Lebelle, saw the demon Tenmotaro.
Huh? So he did see something? Then why did you lie about not seeing him?
I was simply trying to protect dear little Jinxie.
Protect Jinxie? What do you mean?
Why, don't tell me you haven't heard of that strange little habit of hers.
Which one are you talking about?
The one where she wanders around making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tenmataro.
That's a new one.
What are you talking? Who's rumor?
Well, there you have it. Anytime you hear about Tenmataro sighting, it's little Jinxie should be your prime suspect.
Tell us more about that rumor, okay?
Rumor about Jinxie.
I've never heard that rumor by anyone but you, dude.
So what was that rumor about Jinxie?
They say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly when she starts wandering around doing strange things.
Is that so? Although, come to think of it...
that loathsome, no good nine-tails fox! He shall know the terror that is mine!
That certainly would explain how she was acting earlier.
Once she even put on a Tenmataro costume and wandered around the woods at night.
She did?
Where would she get the costume? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh. This is such a weird episode.
Well, how would she have flown in the sky? It seems like this guy's trying to set her up because I've never heard
I
that.
wish I never asked.
Does she remember anything while she's possessed, sir?
Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes.
Memory loss during possession.
Come to think of it, her memory of murder scene was quite fuzzy. I suppose that too was caused by her possession. Ah, then maybe... So do you understand? That whole yokai business was entirely of her own making. Now wait a minute. Although that yokai evidence wasn't there until she discovered the crime scene. Did she leave those black feathers and strange tracks there herself?
Apollo, let's ask Mayor Tenma about Jinxie's episodes the next time we talk to him. I don't think that he's up on the up and up at all. I've never heard anyone saying she has an episode.
We're supposed to go talk to the mayor again?
Maybe we can present some stuff to him. What about, isn't he the one who was supposed to send that blackmail letter?
Okay.
I don't know.
What is that? It's the blackmail letter. It wasn't sent to the alderman. It was sent to the mayor. And? Your point being? Someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase and then placed it in the alderman's pocket after he was murdered. Oh, you don't say. You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew about the blackmail letter was in the briefcase. So naturally you... Ah!
Ah!
Perhaps that shot of cologne will make those scales fall from your eyes? Or my eyes fall from their sockets? Is it possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect? That would make you raise such an outrageous allegation in the first place. Oh, well... My only crime is being born as beautiful as you see here. In other words, you have nothing. Now, let me show you what to do with this garbage. Ah, you can't destroy evidence like that! What do you mean I can't? I just did. Feel a little lighter now? You've just won a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy.
He ripped it up?
Are we done with your silly questions now? I'm a very busy man, you know. I guess that's it for now.
Wait, he ripped up the evidence?
Yeah, he destroyed the evidence. Hello, Lebelle speaking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my own private brand. It's not available for the public. What? Then I shouldn't advertise it on TV? But I don't understand. The embodiment of beauty is my duty to announce my good looks to the world. Stop the bus. I'm getting off. Everyone wants my exclusive, Lebelle brand products. It's the crown jewel of my collection, born of long, relentless pursuit of beauty. But now it becomes so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare. You don't say. Well, they can't have it, it's just for me. It's not meant for you peasants. Peasants? This is my latest product. I'm calling it Lebelle. A dazzling hair color that you wash out with just water. Guess that means you can't sweat. I have 7 colors in all. You can find out more in my commercials and magazine ads. Yet it's not available to the public. Great sales strategy there, genius.
Come to think of it, Mr. Lebelle, your hair color's changed since the last time we met.
The little lady has quite the discerning eye. There's a little sample. Consider it a gift for one who truly appreciates beauty.
Oh, Apollo, what should I do?
Better take it before you get a face full of cologne.
Good point. Wow, thanks, Mr. Lebelle. Galore Lebelle added to the court record.
Okay, let's head over to the Fox Chamber. We still gotta find the secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. He tore up our evidence. Wow, that's mean.
I think what he was saying is his line is called Je suis Lebelle. I think is, if I remember from my Duolingo stuff, I think that means I am. Je suis, I is je. So I am Lebelle. I think that's what it means. So it's like simply Dusty. I am Lebelle. I don't know. I think that's what it means. I don't know. Alright, April 18th, QB Manor Fox Chamber.
Alright, let's find that secret mechanism for the opening of the Forbidden Chamber.
Oh, this is so exciting, Apollo! I can't wait to see how it works. But do you really think the killer entered the Forbidden Chamber?
We'll just have to open to find out.
We should also see if there was anywhere the killer could have hidden this room. Okay, let's get started. Apparate, Apollo, apparate! I don't know. Apparate? I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna take... French is hard to pronounce, to be completely honest.
Still no keyhole, huh?
Yeah, the door won't budge, just like those spiky bangs of yours!
Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door.
Oh, I know! I'll break it down with a body slam!
Haha, seriously doubt you could do that.
How do you know if I haven't even tried yet?
No, wait, don't.
Ah!
As much as I hate losing Athena, I think the door would win this match. There's a carving of a nine-tailed fox over the door and the statues of him on either side. The way the two statues are glaring, it's like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are two foxes on the folding screen as well. It can't be a coincidence, can it?
Hey! The statue moves, Apollo!
Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might be a trick or a trap.
Haha! I can handle it! If a spear comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it thin out of the air! After all, I have the reflexes of a regular karate kid!
I guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything. Still, there might be something to the fact that those fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in.
Oh, there!
Amber, you don't have to shout
I'm
so
sorry.
much. The shouting hurts my ears. Remember, you were a singer, so like you can like destroy decibel levels.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Control your pitch. The two foxes standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding screen. Back to back. Could this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Two foxes. There are two fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber as well.
Yeah, they're standing back to back. Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to this folding screen. But I don't see anything unusual about it, Apollo.
Well, it does have two foxes on it, and the two fox statues are in front of the door.
Then maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room. Let's turn the whole place upside down.
She's as excited as a kid in the candy store. So we need to somehow find a way of moving these fox statues so that they're facing opposite of each other.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not sure how to do that, though.
Well, maybe there's a mechanism somewhere in the room, I don't know, or on the statues.
We already clicked the statues, so they're already X'd out. There's a carving of the nine tails, glaring at the door. Come to think of it, the two foxes are on the folding screen as well. Can't be a coincidence.
Hey, this statue moves.
Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap. Okay, we already did that.
After all.
Still, there might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate.
What, Luke? Can you go to the left again, or I mean the right, or one more turn? Oh, wait, that's not happening. Can you go back where you were? No, okay.
This way?
I think.
Whoops.
Can you go, can you go back, left one more? Go back to the center where I see the, okay, can you go that way one? Oh, the other way. I'm sorry. Yeah. Which one, how do I know which way you're pushing it? I can't tell.
I'm pushing that way.
Oh, that's what I asked you to go right, though. Oh.
I just went right now.
Can I just see something? I can't tell which way we're going. Okay. Alright. Okay. Never mind. You did it correctly. I'm sorry.
Okay, so which way am I going?
I don't know. Is there... You already...
I examined the picture. I examined the foxes.
Alright, have we... What spot... Is there something, what is that stuff behind the door there? Is there anything behind there, or...
You mean the Tanuki? Just remember this mystery novel I once... Oh, that's Athena.
Oh, I just remembered this mystery novel I once read. The murder occurred in a locked room. And the perpetrator made sure to hide behind the room's door when it was opened. Then no one was looking. He made his escape. Okay, that's the Tanuki there.
A clever trick, but it would have been impossible in this case. So, see this broken Tanuki here? The door must have banged into it when it was opened.
Oh, I get it. The killer couldn't have been there because of the statue. Or he could have. Or he couldn't have. Could you check the folding screen one more time? Maybe there's a way we can fold it up to see if there's anything behind it, because we said the killer might have been hiding behind it. Oh, it doesn't look like there's anything particularly interesting here. Weird. Well, I don't see anything behind it.
There's nothing for me to click on the folding screen. I can't even look at
maybe we could examine... Maybe we could examine the...
Doesn't look like there's anything particularly interesting here.
What about the table? Have we examined that?
The table?
I don't know. Maybe the killer hid under this table, Apollo?
That would be a terrible hiding place. The elder man's body wouldn't... Wow. That's a terrible hiding place. The elder man's body would have been right above.
Maybe you're right. Guess the underside is a bit... Wait! There's something under this table, Apollo!
Let's check it out.
There's something under it? Oh, you can rotate it.
Hey, look! There's something down here.
It looks like a piece of something. Only question is, a piece of what?
Oh, I know! It might be a piece of the statue. I remember what Jinxie said.
Oh, that was the missing piece.
The statue originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup and a symbol of goodwill.
So this piece broke off and rolled under the table? Fox and Demon statue has been updated in the court record. Is there any way you can use that perspective thingy to...
Whoops.
What? Well, I can't think of anywhere else to look. You find anything else, Apollo? We'll never find the key to the forbidden chamber at this rate.
There's something about that folding screen. You know how those fox statues in front of the forbidden chamber move?
That screen might... Oh, sorry.
That screen might be a clue as to how we're supposed to position them or something.
Hey, I bet you're right. Let's go over that screen with a fine-tooth comb.
I mean, they're both...
We already looked at the screen, though.
They're both facing the wrong way, which means you would just move the foxes. On closer inspection, I think there's more to the screen than meets the eye.
Let's check every last inch of it, Apollo.
I can rotate the folding screen with the buttons. Joystick. If I spot something of interest, I can press X on it to inspect further. You can
also zoom in and out with triangle and circle to get a better look, Apollo.
Now, whoops.
Let's check every last inch of it.
I don't understand what we're looking for.
Well, I mean, there's 2 holes there.
2 keys. It's a picture of a key. That shape looks awfully familiar.
Oh, sorry.
I know. It's a shape like a forbidden key chamber key.
We're definitely getting warmer.
Okay, let's take an even closer look. What's this? It looks like a keyhole or something.
You think it could be the keyhole in the forbidden chamber?
Wait, what about the key drawn on the end of the screen? You think the two are related?
A key and a keyhole. Oh, I just got an idea. If we folded the screen just right, the key and the keyhole should overlap.
Hey, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Look, a door!
Yeah, and it's open too.
The 2 foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if we made those fox statues face each other? That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Oh. Apollo, let's go check out those 2 statues.
Okay, help me move the 2 statues so they face each other, just like on the screen.
Great job, Luke. You knew what you had to do.
Played a lot of puzzle games. Look! A lock appeared. Alright, opening the chamber.
Now we can use the key, Apollo.
1 sec. Fox chamber. 206, 205. Open the gate. This is a bad idea. Alright. Bless you. Alright, here goes nothing. Like a cutscene? Nope. It worked!
Time to see why this chamber's so forbidden.
What secrets could it hold, I wonder? Really? You're not even gonna show us? Oh. These doors have some serious oil. Or need some serious oil.
Ah! That was like nails on a chalkboard.
Alright, forget about all those super good ears of yours.
Well, there's feathers.
Look, more feathers.
Oh my gosh. Eek!
What the heck is that? Is that Tenmataro? Statue? But there's something odd about it.
Ah! All I know is I don't like it, but I can't explain why.
You okay, Athena? You look kind of pale. You're not scared, are you?
What? Of this thing? Don't make me laugh.
Really? Hey, look!
What? What is it, Apollo?
Over there on the left, there's a bunch of staves on that rack. They kind of look like the staff we saw earlier.
You mean the one Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro carrying?
Yeah, I bet Tenmataro impersonator really did come here at some point.
Wow, what are we waiting for? Let's search this place.
Creepy. Somebody sent us a super chat before? Turnabout Reclaimed is the next case chronologically. Okay, we'll remember that. Thank you, Justo.
I mean, unless the game wants us to play it out of order for dramatic effect.
I don't know, Amber.
I mean,
Alright, let's examine.
We'll do the best we can. We've been having people to ask us to do that for a while, but I'd like to play the games in whatever order Capcom wanted people to play them. But thank you for the super chat, Justo Kenobi.
What's this? Whatever it is, the packaging is real gaudy. And the fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here very long.
Oh, it's hand cream. Let's see, what brand is it, huh? Je suis Lebelle? Oh my gosh!
Lebelle, what the? But then, wouldn't that mean Lebelle was here?
I guess so, but why?
Well, whoever was dressed up like Tenmataro must have taken the staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person dropped this hand cream at the time.
In other words, the Tenmataro impersonator we're looking for is none other than...
Lebelle. Well, that was a short investigation. This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow.
Now, all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Tenma.
Hand cream updated in the court record.
Yeah, because he said he just came out with that brand.
This is creepy in here.
Wow.
Hey, there's a bunch of stabs here, and it looks like one's missing. The one that Jinxie saw must have been taken from here.
I have to agree. These look like the ones Detective Fulbright showed us.
Why do you think there's so many here?
Maybe they're spares. Tenmataro might be, you know, absent-minded or something. But the fact that he has spare staves handy, it shows he's aware of his faults and is trying to deal with them, maybe. Or at least that's my take on it.
Maybe this will remind her to deal with her own faults. But I won't hold my breath.
Yeah, why don't they make extra sets of car keys in case people forget them?
Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the Fox Chamber.
That means the killer must have been in here at some point. The question is why.
Maybe the Tenmataro costume was hidden in here, I mean. If someone carried it through the manor, it would have stuck out like a sore thumb.
But when did the killer get in here? The mayor snatched the Forbidden Chamber key when the killer hit him on the head. That means the killer could have only gotten it here before the murder.
Wow, this is one tough riddle, all right. What is this? Looks like a gravestone or something.
It reads, "Here lies Tenmataro, age 80. Cause of death, choked on a chicken bone."
Say it ain't so. Besides, that sounds more like an autopsy report than an epitaph, if you ask me. Wait, you're joking around because you're scared. Is it your coping mechanism?
I'm not scared.
Freak out central, right here, baby.
Cut it out, Widget.
Denial is strong in this one.
Maybe we should examine the big statue up there.
Yeah, we'll examine the big statue. There's also this here.
The scroll.
Looks like an old scroll, and there's something drawn on it. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe.
A monk? What are you talking about?
You know, people that take walks in the mountain as a form of spiritual training.
Wouldn't that just be like a hiker?
The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena.
Oh, look! There's some yellow thing strapped to his back.
Whoa, it's turning into Tenmataro.
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
So, what's the scroll getting at? Is this how Tenmataro was born?
Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. Whoa! That's one big statue, must be something like 15 feet tall. And look, this Tenmataro has a staff. But the Tenmataro in the scroll didn't have one.
I wonder why.
I feel like this could be significant. But why?
Why is there a hole in the ceiling?
Let's take a closer look. First, go to around this table here.
Oh, Apollo, are you sure that's a good idea?
Huh? Hey, it looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue.
Don't open it. Who knows what might be in there?
It's just a big empty compartment. And from all the dust and cobwebs, I'd say it hasn't been opened in a really long time.
That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it and...
Wait, there is something in here.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like some sort of figure, but it's so dusty, I can't tell what it's supposed to be. I wonder what it's doing here. Forbidden Chamber figure. Okay.
Oh, weird.
Well, I mean, we looked at everything.
One of the staffs is missing, or staves, or whatever.
Yep, we already did that one. Oh, look, there's an air vent here, too.
I guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation.
But I don't think anyone could reach this one either.
Yeah, and there's nothing to stand on around here. I wonder where this air vent leads.
Well, the Fox Chambers vent didn't branch this way, so maybe it...
Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case after all. Guess that about wraps it up, huh? What now?
We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again.
You mean like Mr. Filch and Jinxie?
Yeah. I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions in Tenmataro. Okay, that's a good stopping point. Alright guys, so
a lot going on.
For another episode, probably Tuesday, you guys need to get 1,000 views on the stream. And the Mario stream will be starting up in a little bit, like about 15 minutes or so. I'm going to go open some birthday gifts, and then I will be back with Donkey Kong. So, thank you guys for watching, and we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So we're ending the stream around 700 views, so you guys have to get 800, 900, 1,000. Also, heads up guys, in order to get another Final Fantasy stream is only at 800 views still, after a full 24 hours. So you need 1,000 views, so you're at 800, you need 200 views for another Final Fantasy stream. So, alright guys, thanks so much for watching. You'll be redirected to Donkey Kong. And we'll see you guys next time. But don't worry, you'll have Ace Attorney tomorrow. It just won't be this Ace Attorney game. You'll have Ace Attorney on Sunday and Monday, but they're uploaded premieres. And they're very long. Very, very long. Yep, thanks so much for watching, people. And we'll see you on the Donkey Kong thing in about 15 minutes or so. God bless and happy gaming.
See ya.
Thank you again for all the super chats and the gifted memberships. You guys rock.